Eva Radzikovska, and Donald Young. Donald Young, if you follow pickleball, follow tennis, a name that you certainly know had a great run at the U.S. Open. Tell us a little bit about that, Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, it was so awesome kind of watching it from PPA Tour headquarters, seeing our very own Donald Young play in the U.S. Open finals for mixed doubles with his longtime friend Taylor Townsend. Yeah, we were just rooting for him, but still just such an awesome accomplishment for Donald. We talked this morning a little bit about it, and he was like, and I was like, what an awesome way to retire and go out. And he said, yeah, I was super happy with the outcome and everything. He said, I wish I could have won, of course, but I mean, making it to a U.S. Open Grand Slam final is insane. So yeah, just congratulations to Donald for even getting to that point and finishing off his pro tennis career.
And we're going to see if that prowess in mixed doubles from the tennis court will translate over to the 20x44. You can see the players on the court now, just about to start their warm-up. So we're going to let them do that, and we will come back in just a few minutes for this round of 6.
Go ahead, live your best life. Go ahead, live your best life. You can live your best life, best life, best life.
This is what you're waiting for. I think we're ready to ride. I think I'm ready tonight. I think I'm ready tonight. This is what you're waiting for. I think I'm ready to ride.
We are Selkirk. We are pickleball.
Pickleball?
Yeah, pickleball.
All ages, family, friends, dinks, drives, Ernies, ATPs, and whatever this is. 10 years in and just getting started. Here and not going anywhere. We are you, and you are who we work for. Family owned, USA made, pickleball proud. Selkirk Sport. We are pickleball.
Pick up the paddle and get served with our pickleball socks.
Movement Watches is proud to be the official timekeeper of the Professional Pickleball Association. Shop now at mvmt.com.
Big it up, big it up.
Tens of thousands of customers wrote about Carvana being smooth in their 5-star reviews, including Terry.
To be honest, I thought it was almost too smooth, but Carvana was super transparent from beginning to end. Car details, financing, every step, and there were no surprises. Well, my monthly payment did come out lower than expected. Then I got to pick up my Mustang at the vending machine, and it was so fun and exciting, I did a little dance. Trust me, financing my car with Carvana was super smooth.
Finance your next car with Carvana today.
And action just about to get underway here on Humana Championship Court from the CIBC Atlanta Slam, presented by Vizzy. Will Doughton and Ireland Horvat bringing to the call. What are you looking to see in this one, Ireland? We've got the 12 seeds. Andre and Megan had a tough 3-game loss against Ben and Annalee in Las Vegas. But what do you like about this team?
Yeah,
Play in 1 minute.
It's so fun watching Megan and Andre play, just because I feel like they have such a similar game style. Like, Megan's there to kind of like pick up the pieces a little bit when something, when a ball goes high or something. She's like a wall, so it's nice to see that. And Andre just is so competitive, and it's fun to watch him play. Even playing with Gabe and Megan plays the same way. Such a competitive player. And it's fun to see him kind of really get into it.
I think both Megan and Andre they perform their, kind of like you were saying, Ireland, they perform their job super, super well. Megan Dazan, obviously one of the best right side players in the women's game, plays women's doubles with Etta Wright, and so does a great job on the right side. And Andre obviously has had so much success playing the left, especially with Gabe Tardio. He plays such a consistent left, and he's able to take over with his length. He's one of the taller guys on tour. And then we've got Donald Young and Eva Radzikovska.
Thank you, sir.
And Radzikovska, she was actually the #1 overall pick in the Challenger draft back in the Major League Pickleball draft in April. And she's been a member of the Frisco Pandas. She's really been one of the reasons for their success. I believe they're in the top 5 in the standings right now. And she's had a lot of success playing with mixed doubles with lefties in her career, as she does with Stefan Avergny in MLP. Of course, playing with another lefty here today, Donald Young, who just got picked up by the Florida Smash in the latest MLP waiver period. So,
yeah, I saw Eva play in DC, MLP DC, and I was watching her and I was like, wow.
Good, Howard.
I mean, yes, completely valid #1 pick in Challenger. Here we go.
Game on, time in. 0-0-2. Point. One 0-2. Point.
Great drive from me.
The 5th shot, volley, clean that one up.
Side out.
We're starting out fast here.
0-2-1.
Not a lot of dinks in the first few rounds.
Second serve.
Yeah, we saw his like jumping smash there. It's one of favorite
0-2-2.
favorite shots to hit.
Side out.
Spot there from Diescu. It's going to be interesting to watch this dink rally between Diescu
2-0-1.
and Radzikovska throughout this match. You don't usually get to see that in mixed doubles.
Point. Three 0-1. Point.
There you just see the length of Diescu, just able to take over the middle of that court.
4-0-1.
4-0 here.
Second serve.
Saw a little bit of Tui there.
Definitely caught that one
4-0-2.
very fully on the paddle, able to put it away.
Side out.
We see Diescu there again trying to kind of sneak in.
0-4-1.
Nice hands from Radzikovska and Young.
Here's this dinking you're talking about, Will.
Second serve.
Looked like Donald Young read the ATP from Diescu, just didn't quite catch it, make clean contact with it.
Side out.
In the net for Young.
But honestly, just the hands of
4-0-1.
Megan Dazan to be able to get a paddle on that. I mean, we're sitting courtside, and that ball was a rocket from Donald Young.
Point.
Off the tape.
Timeout, receiver.
A wind gust in the middle
5-0-1.
of that one, potentially playing a role. And we will get a timeout here from Donald Young. trailing 5-0 here in game one. They'll talk it over. We'll take a quick timeout as well. More game one action from the round of 64 coming up after this.
Cliff Bar gives you energy, but you get the win. The most important ingredient is you.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty. Sup? Future me. And no bunions. How?
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and...
Second serve. 5-0-2. Point.
Yeah, I wonder what they were talking over there on that timeout.
6-0-2.
Just trying to slow things down a little bit.
Yeah.
They've both been just missing some volleys they'll usually make out of the gate.
Point.
And I think this team of Radzikowska and Young, I think, you know, they've taken games off some really good teams. They took a game off of Deckelbar and Tina Pisnik. I believe it was in Utah. And so we know they can play at a really high level. I think that 53 next to their name, they can definitely outplay that seeding. Just goes to show the depth and the really size of this mixed doubles draw here in Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly. Touching on that, I don't think I've seen a 53 seed in a while on a bracket. I mean, especially on center.
0-7-1.
Good hands from Young. Kind of takes over that point there. That's where that lefty forehand.
1-7-1. Second serve.
And Young not pleased about the net. That ball looked like it may have dropped if it hadn't clipped the net, but flies long.
Again, Megan is on the wall over there. Nothing's getting past her.
I think that is one of the strengths of this team of Dizon and Diascu, just their ability to cover the court, especially at the kitchen line. Really hard to speed up past them.
Point. Sir, technical warning.
Young receives a technical warning. I believe Donald's mother and girlfriend in attendance here at the CIBC VIP Lounge, where we are currently
I gotta make an
sitting.
adjustment.
Talked to her a little bit about the U.S. Open. She said that her legs were shaking the whole time he was playing. Frustrated from this call.
Here we go.
Got the technical difficulties resolved. And Diascu to serve here.
8-1-1. Point.
High ding from Eva there. Able to give Andre that flick.
It's really impressive. He didn't go full pace on that flick, but just really went more for placement.
Second serve.
And that's kind of the second time we've seen that. Obviously a big lead for Dizon and Diascu, but we've seen when Diascu is moving over to cover the middle and use his length, if Radzikowska is able to get that counter back cross court, Diascu has a harder time kind of getting back in position on that left side.
Side up.
It's interesting how Eva holds her paddle as well.
1-9-1.
How so? I was kind of trying to watch for it.
She uses her two-handed backhand a lot, and even in dinking,
2-9-1.
she uses two hands, and hands battle, she uses two hands as well.
Definitely gives you a little bit more stability on that backhand. Having two hands, obviously we know, Leigh Waters, someone with a
2-9-2.
pretty notable backhand. Incredible is a better word, not notable.
You see that backhand from Leigh coming out, it's not coming back.
And I think that at this point, trailing 1-9, now 3-9.
3-9-2.
Really just trying to get some points on the board, maybe looking forward into game 2. Try and build some momentum.
9-3-1.
Yeah, Donald came off of a singles win this morning against Bao Duong, Kwong Duong's little brother.
An amazing, highly entertaining match, I'm sure.
10-3-1.
Yeah, the transition to being at the U.S. Open now to now being in pickleball is must be difficult to kind of translate over, especially how different everything is.
Point game.
Diascu standing on that counter. Finishes game 1 with authority on the forehand counter. Dazan and Diascu take it 11-3. One game away from making Wednesday's round of 32. We'll see if Rajakovska and Young can find their form here on Humana Championship Court. Players will take a break. We'll take a quick break as well. Stay with us. More action coming from Atlanta.
For muscle cramps and spasms, you need fast relief. TheraWorks Relief absorbs quickly with a safe, gentle, non-opioid formula without the mess or strong odor. So get back at it.
TheraWorks.
TheraWorks works.
Use TheraWorks every day to prevent muscle cramps and spasms. TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
To make it to the game, it takes dedication and training. To stay in the game, it takes grit and stamina. To win the game, it takes strategy and skill. You keep focus on your approach, drop, and champion shots, and we'll help you stay focused on your strength, flexibility, speed, and downtime. Having a sports medicine partner in your court is key to helping you make it to the game, stay in the game, and win the game. Select Medical is proud to be the exclusive provider of physical therapy of the PPA Tour.
15 seconds. New ball. Game 2, time in.
Young serving to Megan Dazan.
Point.
That is the way they wanted to start out game 2. Put away off the forehand from Donald Young.
Yeah, that reaction time is so fast.
1-0-2. Point.
And a fast start for Young. Again, we saw him do it on the forehand, on the previous point, on the backhand.
2-0-2.
That counter there.
Wow,
Point.
there he is. Donald Young, he is here.
All over the court.
Yeah, he's using a different paddle from this morning. Still a Proton. This looks like a new Proton paddle.
Side out. 1-0-2.
Just whiffed that one a little. He's laughing it off.
0-3-1. Point.
And some love off the net there for Diascu. That one stays in.
1-3-1. Point.
Just what a serve from Megan Dazan there. So deep in the court.
2-3-1.
Thought it was going to be long, but it stayed in.
That one's
Second
coming
serve.
back.
Not coming back. And really, once Donald Young has an opportunity to kind of hit an overhead, just he gets so much. I don't know if torque is the right word on that left hand, that left wrist. It's just so powerful. And we've seen that a few times now where Rezhikovska is just, if she's able to get a paddle on that shot from Diescu and go back cross court behind him, she's having a lot of success. Obviously much easier said than done, but that's 3 times now where she's come up clutch with that shot.
Oh.
Second serve.
And Andre Diescu showing Donald Young, not the only one with a powerful overhead.
Point.
Big serve from Young there.
4-2-2.
4-2-2.
Can we just appreciate the get in the middle of that rally from Megan Dazon? Not sure how she got that ball back, much less even made clean contact with it.
Second serve.
Looks like they're finding their rhythm here a little bit. These progressive draws, you got to play all 3 events if you are playing all 3 events.
2-4-2.
Singles this morning, now into mixed here. Oh.
Point. Three, 4-2.
Wow, Megan made her way up into the kitchen right there with some fabulous drops.
Some great resets
4-4-2.
there. We know that's what she's known for on the right side, just so steady. Not going to make too many errors from the transition zone.
Point.
And a nice run here for Dazon and Diescu.
5-4-2.
5-4-2. Overcome that early deficit.
Got him again. Not exactly the super similar play, but she had him. It's a great play.
Kind of like you said earlier, Island, just the two-handed backhand. Really that overhead when it's over her shoulder. With you have a one-handed backhand, it's really difficult to kind of gain leverage and get power on that shot. So with the two-hander, as we see the drive in the net there from Young, the two-hander kind of gives you more leverage to be able to get some real power on that shot. And too good there from Diescu. Just what an angle off the forehand. You just got to tip your cap.
Point. Six, 4-1.
Good get from Dazon. Wow.
Oh. What a point. Just the defensive effort there from Dazon and Diescu, but just a nice combination of power and angles there.
Angle, a great angle from Young.
Rezhikovska and Young.
Ball went over to the stands, so they're getting a new ball here. Dazon.
6-4-2.
the sequence there, just going towards the middle, getting a higher ball, and Diascu able to put that one away. Makes it look so much easier than it really is.
Point.
Wonderful. See a timeout here? Guess
8-4-2.
Guess not. But I'm with you, Ireland. Would not be surprised to see one if they drop another one here.
Side out.
You got to think if you're young in Radzikowska, it's go time.
Yep.
It's got to be
It's
go
like
time.
that here.
Down a game, down 4-8.
What a get from Young.
Second serve.
It looks like it looked like it may have been going out, so
Yes.
he was trying to
Yep.
move out of the way of the ball, just wasn't able to do it.
Oh.
Wow. Not often that you're going to get a lob over Andre Diascu, but
Over Andre the Giant.
5-8-2.
I like this, that they're slowing this down here. It's exactly what I wanted to see. Oh.
Side out.
Just trying to reset everything, trying to get back up to that kitchen. Diascu and Dizon just smashing those balls.
8-5-1. Second serve. 8-5-2.
again, the second time that Diascu's gone to that spot. Just gets the air off the Radzikowska backhand.
9-5-2.
Just disguises it really well when he goes inside out from that forehand.
Side up.
There's the play.
There's the play, cross court off the backhand. Maybe didn't strike it super cleanly, but it was still well struck enough to get the winner.
Point.
I think that's really the first kind of dink air that we've gotten out of Diascu or Dizon in this match.
Point. Timeout receiving, 7-9-1.
We'll get a timeout here from Dizon and Diascu. Radzikowska and Donald Young kind of clawing their way back into this game 2, Ireland.
Yeah, I like to see it. I like to see them slowing it down a little bit. It'll be interesting to see if they come out strong out of here, or they're going to keep with the same slowing down the gameplay. But yeah, I like it.
I think it's interesting. You know, this may not be necessary. It's probably not a tactical or strategic timeout here for Diascu and Dizon. More of just kind of a stop the momentum. You know, we can't really let Young and Radzikowska kind of get too close. You know, you've still got the advantage on the scoreboard. But, you know, Ireland, we were talking about it earlier with, you know, it was just last week that Donald Young was in that final at the U.S. Open. And so just to be able to come back out here and still play at a high level in a game that, especially when you look at the nuances, is so different from tennis and the dinks and the drives and in resets of all things, right?
Yes.
And so just super impressed with his ability.
I actually saw a few tweets about the U.S. Open about they were calling some of the shots dinks.
Time in, 7-9-1.
And I was like, dinks? I was like, oh my gosh. I thought this was, you know, tennis and pickleball, they've...
And we've got
Second serve.
dinks on the pickleball court, just like
12 it in.
maybe some dinks on the tennis
Thank you.
court as
See this
well.
shot.
Point.
And that one stays in from Radzikowska. 1 point.
8-9-1.
1 point game here.
Second serve.
Good pickup from Young there.
Just the way to extend that rally. They didn't win it, but
8-9-2.
it looked like Daescu had them dead to rights.
Point.
9-all here, Ireland.
Yeah.
And we've seen
Great run so far.
a lot of
9-9-2.
third shot drives here from Young and Radzikowska. We'll see if they continue with that.
She got him again.
Again, some love off the net, but they're not going to complain at all.
Yep.
But again, that two-handed
point.
backhand finish just from over her shoulder has really been a difference maker.
Yep.
10-9-2.
Game point.
Side out.
And had a clean look at it on the backhand. Just overcooks it. And the serve goes back to the 12 seeds. Point of the match.
Wow.
What didn't that point have? We had the ATP defense.
Wow.
And just hands from everybody.
That was crazy how Donald got all those balls back from
10-10-1. Second serve.
And that sequence from Donald Young is just deadly because we've seen him speed up down the line a lot toward
10-10-2.
Daescu's backhand, but then he goes through the middle on that one and Dazan not there to cover.
In a good rhythm here, Donald and Eva.
And again, we see that pattern again of Radzikowska just being able to counter that backhand back cross court. 10-10 side out.
They can push this to a game 3. It'd be huge for them.
Good lead, Megan. Good lead.
It's like just out there.
Second seat. I wasn't there.
And
10-10-2.
Out call will stand just a bit long.
Point.
Let's go.
And just really the
Game point.
two-handed backhand of Donald Young, a difference maker here late
11-10-2.
in game 2. Not only off the speed up, but just a super, super aggressive dink that gets the air and gets some game point. why we loved mixed doubles, Ireland. We're going to game 3. What a rally.
What a comeback from Donald and Neva there. It was, it was looking like, it was done.
It's 4-8, I believe, earlier in that game. But we're getting some more pickleball here, not complaining. And it's so early in the week, already some awesome mixed doubles pickleball. We'll have game 3 coming at you in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
No.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder. Why? Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts.
We're going to game 3 here on Humana Championship
Game
Court.
3, time in. 0-0-2.
Will Dotton and Ireland Horvat bringing you the call. Megan Dazan serving to start us off.
Tied up.
And we were talking during the break, Ireland,
0-0-1.
They won on the side that they're not on right now. And so usually we'll have a little bit more confidence, and they're actually going to get to end the match on the side that they won game 2 on. We'll see if that plays a role.
Yeah. Point.
Right on the line for Donald there. Yeah. I've heard multiple players talk about sides and being on one side and
1-0-1.
having that switch at game 3 is maybe will be useful to Donald and Neva. Oh, great
Point.
start here though.
And to ask
2-0-1.
Dazan if she wants a timeout, but they're not going to take one. Too much offense.
Another ATP defense.
The 53 seeds.
Anna Bright actually tweeted about this, where she said last year you would never see an ATP get defended, and now you see ATP get defended almost every time.
It's almost a necessity to win a point.
Point.
Wow. Great start here
Timeout receiver.
for the number 53
1 minute.
seed.
Look at a timeout here, trailing 4-0 Ireland. This is crazy.
It is crazy.
And what a way to start our coverage on Humana Championship Court. And so I know, Ireland, you've been, you go to, I'd say, 90, probably basically 100% of the tournaments, PPA,
Yeah.
MLP, whatever it is. And so you're traveling as much or more than some of these players. Kind of talk about the experience. You were in Las Vegas a few weeks ago. I know you were in, 4, 5, 6 different places throughout the month of August. How is it to kind of travel and just see pickleball all over the country?
Honestly, yeah, so grateful for being in this experience, as I like to call it. It's definitely an experience. Living out of a suitcase. Never thought I'd be living out of a suitcase. But yeah, I mean, these players go through it as much as we do. We're here all day, like most of them are.
15
They're
seconds.
training. It is.
One
let me
timeout.
let you know how hot
Two
it is here.
timeouts.
It is 85 degrees here, humid, but yeah, the traveling is great. You get tired, but
Time in.
being able to spread
4-0-1.
pickleball to all these different states has been awesome.
And we're going to be able to some different countries next year, some different continents, I should say, next year as well. A lot to look forward to with the international series.
4-0-2.
But we've got a barn burner here in Atlanta, Georgia, so we're going to give our full attention to that.
Tied up.
53 seeds The 4-0 advantage, but a big side out there.
0-4-1.
Diascu. We'll see if they can get on the board here.
Second serve.
There's that same backhand that she has.
0-4-2. Point.
A little miscommunication there. Donald was going to grab that one in the middle. That's the toughest thing about having that that lefty. Got 2 forehands in the middle.
That was a weird one because you had the net cord that looked like it almost kind of messed Diascu up, but the way he was able to still make clear contact with the ball. And then the whiff from Donald Young, of course. That might just be going from the tennis racket to the pickleball paddle.
It's definitely a lot smaller.
Side out.
Big side out right there. Got 4-2-1 now. Young to serve. See if they can get something here.
Second serve.
Second serve.
4-2-2. Side out.
And a side out. It's not the best service possession
2-4-1.
Rajkovska and Young. Just 2 missed thirds. Nerves perhaps playing a role here in this game 3.
Point.
And we'll get a timeout here from
Timeout
Donald
receiver.
Young.
3-4-1. 1 minute.
Saw a 4-0 lead, now 4-3. And their opponents are on a 1. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. We'll see who's going to get to 6 first here in this deciding game. We'll have that coming up for you after this.
Wow, it's a new look, and it's looking real good. It's a new look, and it's looking real good on you. It's a new look, and it's looking real good.
There's nothing better than
We are neck and neck here in game 3. Mixed doubles round of 64.
Time in.
Will Doughton and
3,
Ireland
4, 1.
Horvat bringing you the call from Lifetime Peachtree Corners.
Point.
And you can just feel the momentum shifting
4-4-1.
in favor of Dazan and Diascu. Tie it up on a 1.
Second serve. 4-4-2.
Second serve here for Diascu.
I feel like we say it every single time it happens, but again, we just see such a clean counter from Rajkovska.
Yeah, we're right here on the sideline, and it just doesn't get old either. The Donald
4-4-1.
Young, the Donald Young smash does not get old.
Point.
And able to take advantage of what looked like a miss hit there from Diascu.
5-4-1.
Yeah, I ended up using her forehand to finish that point off.
Point. Timeout change in.
And we will
6,
switch
4, 1.
sides here with Young and Rajkovska leading 6-4.
Yeah, and they They won big 12-10 last game on this side. So like I was saying about them, liking a different side, I've heard a lot of players talk about sides. At every tournament we're at, they'll say this side's better, this side's better.
Right.
But yeah, I guess it just depends on how you like how your mind is.
Yeah.
But Donald Young, he knows how to deal with pressure. I mean, being in the U.S. Open Grand Slam final was definitely, I'm sure, a lot of pressure. So,
of course.
But this would be a huge win for them here. Again, 53 seed versus the 12 seed.
And of course, the 53 seed probably a little too low, just based off the the caliber of these players. But again, Donald Young doesn't have that many tournaments under his belt. This is his first year competing professionally on the PPA tour. But this would be a huge result for them.
Time in.
Regardless,
6,
just
4,
5
1.
points away here from taking out the 12 seeds.
Second serve.
Here we go.
6-4-2. Side out.
And a shot that Rezhikovska's made all day, that backhand. Can't
4,
find
6,
it
1.
there.
Point.
So tough into the net. That's her play.
That is her play and her shot as well.
5-6-1. Point. Six, 6-1. Point.
And that is a tough one to have for Donald Young. He's been so good with those overheads.
Yeah, that ball looked like it could have gone long a little bit, but
Yeah, it was long.
7-6-1.
But yeah, it looked like the lob itself may have landed long. I see what you're saying.
yes.
Megan Dizon. That's all we need to say there. Just the hands. Turning defense into offense at a crucial point.
8-6-1.
Yes.
What a run here for the 12 seeds.
Let's see if they take a timeout here after this one.
Point.
Yep.
Ireland Horvat calls it. She sees the future, guys. Look at the timeout from Young and Rezhikovska. They had a 2-point advantage, a 5-point run for Dizon and Diascu. Just it shows the mental resilience that it takes to, consistently be competing with the top teams.
Yeah, well, what would you like to see from them here? I mean, what do you think they're not necessarily doing wrong, or what plays would you like to see?
I mean, I think, you've had a few misses from Ava, and she's, shots that she's been making, especially on the backhand side. And then you just kind of had, a bad break with the overhead. You missed the fourth shot there from Donald Young off of the Diascu drive. I just think they just need to kind of, it's not really a tactical change here. I think it's more just like, hey, look, we were in a position to win this match. We still aren't necessarily out of it.
Yes.
I think it's just kind of getting your mojo back.
Time in. 9-6-1.
Still on that first server here as well.
Point.
Match point
Match point.
here for Diascu and Dizon.
And then sometimes you say, it's all about getting your mojo back, but then Andre Diascu just plays well. And then it's, it's pickleball. What can you do?
They've had a great comeback here.
Point game match.
And that is going to do it. A 7-0 run. Meganizon, Andre Deescu scored the final 7 points of this match. Take it 11-6 in the third. They are through to the round of 32. A tough battle against Ava Rajikovska and Donald Young. But just impressive from the number 12 seeds in such a big field, able to overcome just a really solid performance from their opponents.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it would have been crazy if we saw that upset, but again, you never know. Dazon and Diesco, they could be down 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, even 9-0. You never know. Same with Ben and Annalie and these big top teams. You never know if they can come back or not. So I think, Young and Eva probably got a little too excited, realizing how many points they had on their side. But at the end of the day, still great performance from both teams, and that's what we like to see on Humana Championship Court.
And again, an encouraging performance there for Young and Rajikovska as well. They can definitely compete with these great teams, just didn't quite have it today. But Meganizon, Andre Deescu, we'll see them tomorrow as well. We've got more action coming up. Switching gears here, Ireland, to women's doubles. Our first matchup of the day coming up in just a few minutes. We'll have that for you after these messages. Stay with us.
The CIBC Atlanta Slam, presented by Vizzy, is brought to you by Baird, the official wealth management partner of the Carvana PPA Tour. By Fila, to play like a pro, you need to dress like one. By Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts. By Rain, clean energy for everybody. By Select Medical, the exclusive physical therapy partner of the Carvana PPA Tour. By Guaranteed Rate, the exclusive mortgage partner of the Carvana PPA Tour. And by Skechers, conquer the court in comfort.
Game. Great tasting Miller Lite. It's less filling than Miller Lite. Tastes great.
Never understood this argument. Let it be both. Miller and Miller. I like it.
Before it's the movement on your wrist, it's dreamed in California. Crafted expertly for every adventure. And tested by you. Join the movement.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
Imagine that becoming energy producers would be as easy as biting into an apple. Imagine water that is pure and inexhaustible, recycled and accessible everywhere in the world. Imagine the world of tomorrow, sustainable and desirable. Veolia.
In my core, high step is a layer. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Shipping in my kitchen, got me trying to get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me now straight up.
believe in yourself. You can do way more than what you think that you can. Je m'appelle Tammy Emmerich et je suis en Jules Holbrook.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
Welcome back to the CIBC Atlanta Slam presented by Vizzy. Ireland Horvat on the mic with Will Doughton. Will, let's talk about this women's matchup.
We've got our first women's doubles match of the day. The 13 seeds, Mari Humberg, Alex Strong, taking on the 49 seeds, Jessica Jones and Kristen Kennedy. You know what we love here on Humana Championship Court Ireland? We love some alliterative names.
That's right.
Jessica Jones, Kristen Kennedy, Mari Humberg, a name that certainly on the rise. Obviously, we know she's playing the premier level in Major League Pickleball in the New Jersey Fives. But she's not too far removed from her first women's doubles medal, a silver in, I believe it was Salt Lake City.
Yeah, Salt Lake City. And
Salt Lake City.
We've seen Mari a lot since the beginning of this year, but she's gotten. I mean, the way that she plays is a little different than what you normally see, like almost her spinning flick. See her warming up here with that.
We get a very slice-oriented game for Mari Humberg, and played collegiate tennis at University of Louisville, and she gets so much slice on it, especially on her back, and you see it right there. She's warming up some drops. But again, even on her forehand, a lot of times she's still going to drop that with slice as well. So it's a unique style that we get to see from her, but she makes it work for her. She's really the only player who plays with quite as much slice generally. So many other players, as you see her partner Alex Strong, using that topspin, especially on the forehand. But Mari Humberg has really found a way to make it work for her, and she's a crafty player for sure.
Yes, as well as Alex Strong is also on a premier level Major League Pickleball team, the Utah Black Diamonds. But Jones and Kennedy out of Georgia came out of the qualifiers yesterday. Should be interesting to see.
We're looking at this duper head-to-head graphic. Looking at the combined dupers. Pretty sizable advantage here for Strong and Humberg. Duper giving them 80% win probability. So this is our second match of the day on Humana Championship Court. Winner moving on to the round of 32. And if you're looking at the women's doubles draw, you're kind of in the bracket of Etta Wright and Megan Nazan, who we just saw here.
Jessica just came over. She said, "This is our first match on our first main draw match, so be nice to us."
There we go.
Of course we will be. It's awesome seeing these people come in through the main draw. There's nothing for them to lose. It's exciting, especially being on Humana Championship Court here. Let's see what they got.
0-0-2. Side out. Zero, 1. Point. One, 1. Second serve. One, 2. Point. 2-0-2. Point.
Great shot down the middle there.
Just a little self-shake and bake there from Alex Strong. Takes the drive and crashes herself.
Side out.
Good lead from Jones there.
0-3-1. Point.
And it was a really, really nice slice return there from Humberg, but unable to capitalize on the fourth.
Point.
3 out calls. He has 3 points here.
2-3-1.
What a third shot from Kristen Kennedy there. And, you know, we've seen a lot of players struggle with that deep slice return of Humberg, but so far,
3-3-1.
Jones and Kennedy have hit some really great thirds off of that return.
Ooh.
Second serve.
I like the sound effects there from Ireland. The suspense of whether that ball's going to drop in, you never know.
We are on the side, so I don't know if it looked like it was going to go in, but you never know.
Side out.
Tied up here. This is interesting for Alex and Mari. They've obviously never seen these ladies play before, so you kind of got to feel people out when you haven't played them before.
And at that point, you know, when you're playing someone you haven't faced before, it's really more about sticking to your game and your own game plan. Just kind of focusing on, you know, doing what you do well and kind of adapting as the match goes on.
Yes, exactly.
3-3-2. Point.
Again, just a nice drive there from Trong. We've seen that a few times, just really on, especially on that forehand.
4-3-2.
Gets a ton of power behind that shot.
Point.
Jones and Kennedy, it looked like they'd played together since 2021. Nothing in the main draw, though.
Side out.
Side out here. Let's see if Jones and Kennedy get some more on the board here. Looks like their family and friends are in the VIP lounge watching.
3-5-1. Second serve. Two.
Oh, great slice from Mari there.
Just too much offense, able to kind of use that slice to get an overhead and then the nice angle.
5-3-1.
I'd say Mari Humberg has one of the best overheads in terms of her ability to really get the angle on it in the women's game.
6-3-1. Timeout. Receiver.
And we'll get a timeout here after the missed return from Jones and Kennedy. Makes it 7-3-1 here in the first game. We'll see if they're able to kind of right the ship here in game one when we return. Stay with us. You see there just a beautiful sight of lifetime Peachtree Corners here, the home of the CIBC Atlanta Slam presented by Vizzy. Just an awesome venue for us to come back to. We were here in May for MLP and PPA, and we're back here in September. Still just as hot, honestly, Ireland.
It is very toasty here. Pretty
But hey,
humid as well.
we're under the shade, not on the court, so we can't complain too much,
It
even
is
though I
true.
am wearing a pullover, but it's okay. And the action continues as we see just what a move from Mari Humberg. Good old-fashioned drive and crash
8-3-1.
from the 13 seeds.
Point. Nine, 3-1.
9-3-1. Quick.
Point. Game point.
Very quick game for Mari and Alex.
10-3-1. Point.
And this returns really the downfall of the 49 seeds there in that first game. And Mari Humberg, Alex Trong take it 11-3, one game away from making the round of 32. We'll see if Jessica Jones and Kristen Kennedy can find a way to force this one to a game 3 like Donald Young and Ava Rajkowska did in our first match. We'll have that for you after this.
We offer a different, more holistic approach to wealth management with your career, family, friends, and community. Finding time for you and making sure your family's financial plans are on track can be a real challenge. At Baird, our financial advisors get it. We'll partner with you to create a unique financial plan and coordinate with your legal and tax advisors to bring it all together so you have more time for what matters most.
La Roche-Posay sunscreen blocks up to 98% of UVB rays and helps prevent visible sun damage. The only sunscreen with Cell-Lock Shield UVA UVB protection plus antioxidants. La Roche-Posay, the official sunscreen of the Professional Pickleball Association.
Our second match of the day going to game 2. Women's doubles, Mari Humberg, Alex Strong took game 1 over Jessica Jones and Kristen Kennedy, 11-3.
Time in.
Will Doughton bringing to the call with Ireland Horvat.
Point.
Here in hot Atlanta, I think is what people call it.
That is what I don't think people from Hot Atlanta call it that, but we'll call it here. Maybe they do. I'm not from here, so I guess I can't really speak for them.
You can't speak for the Georgians.
The Georgians?
The Hotlantans.
Hotlantians, I think is what it would be.
Oh.
And just
Great point.
what defense
Yeah.
from Jones and Kennedy, just able to make one more ball, and sometimes that's all it takes. Humberg goes for a little too much on the back end, put away. And there it is. Didn't go for the angle, but just went for that heavy topspin. It is just not only the wrist manipulation from Humberg, but just the amount of topspin she generates from that flick. So impressive.
Side out.
That ball's into the stands.
We lose another one, our second of the day. I'm actually going to keep count.
Oh, looks like we got it back.
We got it back.
One.
Big smash from Jessica Jones there.
Nice speed up from Kristen Kennedy, able to
One,
get an attackable ball.
Oh, great hands. Just misses that two-handed backhand.
And we'll blame it on the wind.
2-1-2.
Just goes for a little too much there. Trying to keep Trong and Humberg back.
3-1-2. Side out.
See what Jones and Kennedy can do here.
1-3-1.
Great drops.
Two, 3-1. Second serve. Two, 3-2. Side out.
Jones and Kennedy managed to get one there. Ball back over to Mari and Alex.
3-2-1.
Just nice sequencing there from Humberg and Trong. Humberg just really able to get into the kitchen with such ease with those side spin or slice drops. And just the disguise of that backhand. She points over to J.W. Johnson, otherwise known as Flick Wizard,
5-2-1.
in honor of the backhand flick.
Wow. Great drive from Mari there.
Receiver, 6-2-1.
Just the power. We'll get a timeout here from Jones and Kennedy. The 13 seeds leading 6-2 here. Looking to punch their ticket to the round of 32. We'll see if they're able to do so when we come back. We're back here on Humana Championship Court Women's Doubles, our first women's doubles match of the day. Will Doughton bringing to the call with Ireland Horvat. Round of 64 day at the CIBC Atlanta Slam presented by Vizzy. Happy to be out here in Georgia for our 18th PPA event of the year.
6-2-1.
Weird to say that, these tournaments fly by.
Point. Seven, 2-1. Point.
And within three are Trong and Humberg.
8-2-1. Second serve.
Alex laughing about that one. It happens.
8-2-2.
It's a good teammate. You know, got to be supportive.
It's not a life or death game right now, so I think there's room for some error.
But both Trong and Humberg really ripping their serves right now.
9-2-2.
Yeah, I was talking to Alex this morning about how crazy her serve looks in person and how good it is. She couldn't believe it.
You just see how she really, it's nice hands there from Jones, but you see how Trong really does a good job of getting the weight behind her and weight transfer through that serve. It's one of the, probably the most important part
Second serve.
of the serve. You see guys, James Ignatowicz, Dekel Bard, they're both some of the biggest servers on tour, but they do a great job of really getting that weight transfer as well. And just the finesse. And Mari Humberg smiles after that one. You know what they say, placement over power. You see that at the pro level as well.
Yes. She's got her shades on. But she's not Slim Shady because that is Tyler Loom.
Of course, especially with the new hair.
Yes.
Love the blonde.
Yes.
We do.
We love the blonde. He suits it well, actually. Or I should say it suits him.
No, I think he suits it well. I think he makes the look, of course.
We've got match point here for Trong and Humber.
Side out. Two, 10-1. Second serve.
But again, just Humber continuing to be just crafty with all the spin and attacks that she's able to kind of send at her opponents. And over there behind the LED boards, we go looking for the ball, and we've got it back. Oh, and
fan.
Gave one to a fan. Love that.
Mari Humber, one for the
All right,
people.
here we go, players.
Second serve here
2-10-2.
for Jessica Jones.
Side out. Match point.
Second match point.
10-2-1.
And there it is.
A clean winner off the backhand for Mari Humberg. That is going to do it. The 13 seeds through to the round of 32 here in Hotlanta. Like we said, Ireland 11-3, 11-2 over Jessica Jones and Kristen Kennedy. We'll kind of look back at this duper graphic. Gave them an 80% chance to win, and it was a comprehensive victory today for the number 13 seeds, Ireland. What did you like most about how Humberg and Trong played?
I think just really clean. Not a lot of unforced errors besides in the beginning a little bit. But I also like to see these new faces like Jones and Kennedy. Their defense was impeccable. It's different getting your first time into the main draw. You don't know what you're going to expect. You watch these players all the time. I'm assuming they watch pro pickleball a lot, but you're never going to know unless you're on that court with them.
100%. Always a fun experience being on Humana Championship Court. And it is fun. It's good. It's a good thing it's fun because we have 3 more matches coming up from Atlanta. Round of 64 day, far from over. We'll have men's doubles coming up in just a few minutes. Until then, stay with us.
Cliff Bar gives you energy, but you get the win. The most important ingredient is you.
Imagine that becoming energy producers would be as easy as biting into an apple. Imagine water that is pure and inexhaustible, recycled and accessible everywhere in the world. Imagine the world of tomorrow, sustainable and desirable. Veolia.
Oh, no.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear. Lapoplasty. Sup? Future me? And no bunions! How?
Lapoplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapoplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapoplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
La Roche-Posay sunscreen blocks up to 98% of UVB rays and helps prevent visible sun damage. The only sunscreen with Celac Shield UVA UVB protection plus antioxidants. La Roche-Posay, the official sunscreen of the Professional Pickleball Association.
Movement Watches is proud to be the official timekeeper of the Professional Pickleball Association. Shop now at mvmt.com.
medical insurance for every senior.
Ever notice how seniors and health insurance commercials all look the same? Because all of these companies see us the same, but not Humana. They see me.
Humana. Cliff Bar gives you energy, but you get the win. The most important ingredient is you.
Tens of thousands of customers wrote about Carvana being smooth in their 5-star reviews, including Terry.
To be honest, I thought it was almost too smooth, but Carvana was super transparent from beginning to end. Car details, financing, every step, and there were no surprises. Well, my monthly payment did come out lower than expected. Then I got to pick up my Mustang at the vending machine, and it was so fun and exciting, I did a little dance. Trust me, financing my car with Carvana was super smooth.
Finance your next car with Carvana today.
At Guaranteed Rate, we understand that life is about more than mortgages. Our aim is to empower you on your holistic journey to well-being and longevity by helping you achieve your financial and personal goals. Our new completely free Rate app focuses on community, nutrition, and exercise, as well as offering a variety of financial tips and tools. The Rate app was built to support your mind, body, and spirit, helping to simplify your life and reduce your stress. Download the Rate app and start living your best life.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder, why? Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Follow your vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, flavor for every vibe.
Pick up the paddle and get served with our pickleball socks.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder, why? Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Ever notice how seniors and health insurance commercials all look the same? Because all of these companies see us the same. But not Humana. They see me.
Humana.
No.
From the world's most iconic tennis arenas to the glint of an Olympic gold medal, a new court beckons, a new challenge arises. Jack Sock has conquered tennis. Now, pickleball's next. Mastery, precision, passion, that's what champions are made of. And when it comes to pickleball, there's only one company they turn to. Jack Sock's legacy continues with the #1 brand in pickleball. Selkirk Sport. We are pickleball.
Cliff Bar gives you energy, but you get the win. The most important ingredient is you.
Big it up, big it up.
Go ahead, live your best life. Go ahead, live your best life. You can live your best life, best life, best life.
For muscle cramps and spasms, you need fast relief. TheraWorks Relief absorbs quickly with a safe, gentle, non-opioid formula without the mess or strong odor. So get back at it.
TheraWorks. TheraWorks.
TheraWorks works.
Use TheraWorks every day to prevent muscle cramps and spasms. TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear. Lapiplasty. Sup, future me. And no bunions. How?
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
This is what you're waiting for. I think we're ready to ride. I think I'm ready tonight. This is what you're waiting for. I think I'm ready to ride.
At Baird, we offer a different, more holistic approach to wealth management. With your career, family, friends, and community, Finding time for you and making sure your family's financial plans are on track can be a real challenge. At Baird, our financial advisors get it. We'll partner with you to create a unique financial plan and coordinate with your legal and tax advisors to bring it all together so you have more time for what matters most.
Ready yet?
Not yet, buddy.
I'm not actually a stereotypical senior. I just play one in cheesy health insurance commercials. In real life, I have Humana because they see me, listen to what I need. It's refreshing.
Humana.
Imagine that becoming energy producers would be as easy as biting into an apple. Imagine water that is pure and inexhaustible, recycled and accessible everywhere in the world. Imagine the world of tomorrow, sustainable and desirable. Veolia.
Wow, it's a new look, and it's looking real good. It's a new look, and it's looking real good. It's a new look, and it's looking real good.
When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander, Blue Moon is made brighter.
Before it's the movement on your wrist, it's dreamed in California. Crafted expertly for every adventure. And tested by you. Join the movement.
Tens of thousands of customers wrote about Carvana being smooth in their 5-star reviews, including Terry.
To be honest, I thought it was almost too smooth, but Carvana was super transparent from beginning to end. Car details, financing, every step, and there were no surprises. Well, my monthly payment did come out lower than expected. Then I got to pick up my Mustang at the vending machine, and it was so fun and exciting, I did a little dance. Trust me, financing my car with Carvana was super smooth.
Finance your next car with Carvana today.
And the action continues here at the CIBC Atlanta Slam presented by Vizzy. We've got a fun one coming up for you. Men's doubles. Got the 28 seeds. Eric Roddy, Ryan Fu taking on the 33 seeds. The brothers. The Alhouni brothers. Moda Alhouni and Mohamed Alhouni. Will Doughton and Ireland Horvat bringing you the call. We're back on Humana Championship Court. It's a good day for pickleball.
It's a great day for pickleball. We haven't seen men's doubles on Humana Championship Court yet. We saw the Alhouni brothers. He's waving over here. Saw the Alhouni brothers make their kind of statement in Minnesota. But yeah, it's always fun to watch siblings play.
And we'll have Mohamed the lefty serving to start us off. Through the middle goes Eric Roddy. Just a nice first point.
Welcome to men's doubles.
Welcome to men's dubs. Welcome to some nice crisp dinks.
Yes. That was like a slice drop from Roddy. I could see the spin from here.
Eric Roddy coming off
4th place finish in singles in Las Vegas. His best run in that event of his career.
Yeah, Kwong pulled out.
And Christian Alshon was also in his part of the draw, also pulled out of that one. It was a favorable road for Roddy, but still, with how deep these draws are, even making it into the main draws is such an achievement, especially in men's singles, the parity in that discipline. Of course, Eric Roddy, part of that North Carolina contingent, also with Jack Sock, Colin Schick, Brooke Buckner.
Big punch from Ryan Fu.
And speaking of Ryan Fu, trains and kind of coaches with James Ignatowicz down in South Florida as well. Actually played collegiate tennis at University of Michigan.
Speaking of James, he played with Ava Ignatowicz, mixed doubles earlier today.
No, Ryan and Ava, I think they've played a good number of tournaments together this season.
Here. Yeah, let's go.
3-1-2. Side out.
Serve just long there from Ota.
1-3-1.
It's interesting, you see Ryan Fu hit that two-handed backhand roll dink, and it's just, it has James Ignatowicz written all over it. We know they train together. And
same paddle. Same
bouncing.
paddle
As well.
Same bouncing a little bit. Look,
a little
there
bit.
It is. There's the split step.
A little bit less extreme for Ryan Fu, probably for the sake of his legs, to be honest. But just
2-3-2.
Interesting to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, James Ignatowicz, one of the top players in the world, consistently on the medal stand. Not a bad person to model a game after.
I'm there. You.
Yes, and like you said, well, just modeling right, exactly like James Ignatowicz.
Yes, sir. 3-3-2. Side out.
And Roddy pulls the trigger up the line.
Eric Roddy, good run in singles for the past few tournaments. Haven't seen him go on a deep run in men's doubles yet. It'll be interesting to see this matchup. Haven't seen this one before.
With Moda and Mohamed Alhouni, both coming to the U.S. from Libya. Played collegiate tennis at Gustavus Adolphus College up in Minnesota. Highly decorated players there. And as if he heard me talking, Eric Roddy goes just a prototypical tennis overhead. Of course, Eric Roddy playing at Sewanee University of the South, as they're called. So pretty common to have, a bunch of former collegiate tennis players making their way to pro pickleball.
Ryan Fu is locked in here.
4-3-1.
He's almost got that same James serve as well.
Again, just a nice poach on that forehand. Just reading it well. And it is really uncanny just how similar just his play style looks to James Ignatowicz.
Roddy to serve here, 5-3-2.
5-3-2.
Roddy and Fu coming out really strong in this first game here.
Kind of opening up that lead with a nice drive and crash for Roddy and Fu. 7-3 advantage.
Timeout receiver, 7-3-2, 1 minute.
The Alhouni brothers will take a timeout here while Roddy is looking for the ball somewhere. We will take a quick timeout here and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Life. Go ahead, live your best life. You can live your best life, best life, best life.
And a nice start here for the 28 seeds in the Georgia Capital. 7-3 lead for Eric Roddy and Ryan Fu. Will Doughton and Ireland Horvat bringing you the call from Humana Championship Court. We'll see if the Alhouni Bros can make a run here in game one, try and cut into this lead. What a reset.
Big thumbs up from Roddy there.
I think the thumbs up kind of covers it. No need to say anything. That's just it's just solid.
Make it! Side out.
Inside out goes to Moda and Mohamed Alhouni.
3-8-1. Second serve.
Big speed up from Fu there.
Disguises it well. A lot of times
Two.
it's not only about the decision, but about your ability to disguise it. Kind of make it look like you're just going to dink it, especially on that forehand, maybe go inside out, but he just pulls it straight ahead. That just comes from hours of repetition.
Side out.
Again, just too solid so far from Roddy and Fu, just kind of avoiding the simple errors, avoiding the dink errors.
Second serve.
First miss in the net for Fu there.
8-3-2. Side out.
And that one not going to get it done, just goes for the fifth shot drive. Able to be put away from Moda Alhouni.
Second serve.
One more,
3-8-2.
And some love off the net there for Eric Roddy, but we're seeing Fu the last few points be a little bit more aggressive off that forehand. from the left side. He's really speeding it up a lot, so be interested to see if the Alhuni Bros can kind of dial in those counters. But Fu, to his credit, he is really varying his attack patterns pretty well. They're within 2.
Some high drops there, trying to get that ball into the kitchen. Pops that ball up.
And Mo Alhuni able to put that one away. Kind of looked like Donald Young, like we saw earlier with that whipping lefty overhead.
9-3-2. Side out.
Side out here. Let's see if the Alhuni brothers can get something else here.
Just the counters from
Says
Eric
sorry
Roddy.
and walks away.
I think that's almost worse than saying nothing at all. Worse in terms of you feel worse if it happens to you. And the ups from Eric Roddy. Didn't even have to move backwards for that. Just takes it right out of the air. Big ups for the North Carolina guy.
9-3-1. Second serve. Nine, 3-2.
These guys have been stuck at 9 for a while, same as the Alhuni brothers stuck at 3 for a few of these side outs.
We'll see if they wouldn't be surprised if they maybe try and drive a few thirds here. It seems like they haven't really been winning a ton of the dink rallies so far.
Ooh, with the stare down walk away.
Didn't even turn around.
No.
Just stepped backwards, but we've seen him go to that two-handed backhand cross-court shot dozens of times. Really the first time he pulled it up the trigger in this match, and it pays off for him. Really well done.
Timeout, server. 9-3-1.
We'll get an offensive timeout here from Roddy and Fu. It's a play we're seeing more and more frequently, just kind of the server, you know, wanting to kind of visualize, manifest, whatever you want to say, kind of what they want to do on the next side out. But they have a 9-3 advantage here in the first game.
What would you like the Alhuni brothers to do here? I mean, do you think slowing it down is their best bet, or do you think, you know, they haven't been the best defensively getting those speed ups back?
Yeah, I think what's tough, right? Because I think Ryan Fu, you know, he's playing really well in terms, he's placing his attacks really, really well so far. So when someone is like that, you can't really just sit around and wait. Because even if you have great counters, if you're just waiting on your opponent to make a move, you know, you've got to put some pressure on them. So, like I said earlier, I know they tried to go through some third shot drives, maybe try and crash some. I think, you know, maybe try and use the length of Mohamed. He's a lefty who can, you know, really cover a lot of court. That's maybe one thing I would notice. Or just hit a spectacular shot on the backhand like that.
9-3-2. Side out.
Right here.
3-9-1.
Still stuck on 3-9 here.
Go, go.
Second serve.
Again, just the offense from Roddy and Fu. Maybe
3-9-2.
the Alhouni brothers kind of hit maybe one out ball there. So tough to see that in the moment.
Point.
No, you good. Don't be sorry. Me?
And the wave there gets the Alhouni brothers off of 3.
Nice eye.
Side out. Nine for 1.
Great pickups from Mota.
I mean, it was an all-out offensive attack there from the 3rd to the 5th. Really well done to stay in that point and keep Roddy and Fu at 9.
Yeah, sorry.
Point. Game point.
And you love to hear the yes, the exclamation, followed by the sorry.
Sorry.
However genuine it may be, always tough when it hits the net, but game point here for Eric Roddy and Ryan Fu.
Side out.
Cross-court shot from Mota there.
It's hard to see it on the stream, but just catches it so smoothly on the paddle, able to get just enough rotation to keep it in. And 1 game point saved.
Yeah.
Point.
Nice hands from Mo Alhouni. Cover the middle.
It's right there. Right here. Yeah.
5-10-1. Point.
And a lot of net courts here in these firefights, Ireland, but
6-10-1.
the last few have kind of gone the way of the Alhouni brothers. Cut the deficit to 4.
Top shot. Yep. Point.
And that one catches Ryan Fu off the net. And a nice response here from Moda and Mohamed. 7-10. We'll get a timeout called by Roddy and Fu as they look to close out this match. But will the Alhouni brothers be able to catch them in game 1? We will find out when we return.
Sunscreen blocks up to 98% of UVB rays and helps prevent visible sun damage. The only sunscreen with Celac Shield UVA UVB protection plus antioxidants. La Roche-Posay, the official sunscreen of the Professional Pickleball Association.
Pick up the paddle and get served with our pickleball socks.
No timeout. 1 timeout.
In game 1 continues to tighten here in the round of 64. Nice run from Mota and Mohamed Alhouni.
7-10-1.
Cut a 6-point deficit to just 3. Can they continue to run?
Side up. Excuse me. Second serve.
Got a second serve here.
Ryan Fu just there, just with the, he really just punched that counter. Made really solid contact way out in front of him.
And here we go. Got another game point on their side.
And I liked that believe it was a drive from Mohanad there.
10-7-1.
Kind of tried to be aggressive off of it, but just the fourth ball volleys were too good there from Eric Roddy.
And there it is. Game 1 goes to Roddy and Fu. What a great game. Alhuni brothers almost make a comeback here, but we're going into game 2. What do you think, Will?
Well, I think the ending of game 1, obviously it didn't go their way, talking about Moda and Mohanad, but I think the fact that they got some points, put a little bit of momentum together is going to bode well for them in game 2. But we'll see if that holds true after these messages. Are we going 3? We'll see.
I don't know.
Stay
We'll
with us.
see.
There you get a look at the beautiful Lifetime Peachtree Corners, the
Look
venue.
at those trees. Beautiful
Look at the
green
trees.
everywhere.
We don't get that in Dallas
We do
much.
not.
But venue for the CIBC Atlanta Slam. Will Doughton, Ireland Horvat on the call. Men's doubles, round of 64. Ryan Fu, Eric Roddy up a game and now up a point. Looking to stay alive in a stacked men's doubles draw.
1-0-2.
Wow.
The lob from
What a shot.
Moda. But Fu reads it well, able to get back, track it down.
2-0-2.
And all the momentum on the side of the 28 seeds.
Side out. Zero to 1.
Good read from Fu. Roddy laughs it off. I almost see a little bit of J.W. Johnson's flick in Ryan Fu.
On the backhand,
Yes.
I guess a flick forehand is not really a thing.
Kidding me?
Side out.
But no, I agree. I mean, I think the way that, you see him kind of keep his paddle, I don't think there's quite as much wrist manipulation as you see in JW's.
2-0-1.
But I definitely see that the way he's able to really stick his paddle super far out in front and take up, really threaten to volley a lot of those balls out of the air when he's at the kitchen.
3-0-1.
And just everything going Roddy and Fu's way. Just the counters they're catching the counters where they want to. They're finding the right places to attack.
Yeah, so just playing very clean pickleball right now. Not very many unforced errors here.
Commentator's curse.
Yep, I was gonna say
Courtesy
that.
of Ireland
Yep.
Horvat.
Apologies, Ryan.
.402. Tied out.
Just
Back to back. Ireland really doing some damage here.
041. Thank you, sir.
And it looked like Mo kind of wondering if one of the balls may have hit Roddy either maybe on his clothing before he made contact with it with his paddle.
042.
But no review there.
Oh.
The wind almost kept that one in.
He misses it, but it was out. Has to be happy about that one for sure.
It's what we call a skillful miss, skillful whiff. I thought it framed the paddle.
Point.
All right, we're here at 5-0.
501.
Just great play from Roddy and Fu.
Second serve.
I'm just going to not say anything. I'm kidding.
502. Second side out.
Quick side out. Ball back over to the Alhouni brothers. See if they can get one here.
Looking to
051.
get on the board. They're not out of it. We saw Donald Young and Ava Rajikovska come out of a hole, force game 3 earlier in the day.
Got him back for that last lob they hit.
We've seen Roddy go for that lob a few times here in game 2. See if he continues to go for that. Try and keep the brothers honest. But some important points here for Mota and Mohanad. I think the biggest difference as we get a timeout here from Roddy and Fu is just the fact that, you know, I feel like a lot of this match, the Alhouni brothers have just been hitting balls that have been going out, but I think the last 3, they've, especially Mo, has done a good job of kind of letting balls that are about shoulder height and coming with a lot of pace just go out. And so it's really just that can make such a big difference when you're playing at this high of a level. And so they've cut the lead to just 2 here, Ireland.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can force a game 3. I think that if they do end up forcing a game 3, I think it's either going to be really close or it's going to be really a far off score.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that?
I just think based on how the first and second game went, based on how the Alhouni brothers are playing, I think when they get hot, they get really hot, and when they slow down, they start to slow down really bad. But Roddy and Fu still looking really solid, even though they're creeping up a little bit, but still have that 2-point lead here.
And we know how pickleball can be such a game of runs, such a game of momentum. So all 4 players looking for something to kind of light that fire, kind of spur them on to find their best stuff here in game 2.
3-5-1. Point.
It's a little bit of chirping coming from Mo there.
Heard it a little bit from Mota
4-5-1.
in game 1. Just trying to let them know where they're at, let them know we're still here.
Second serve.
Yeah, and Mo trying to be a little sneaky with that one-handed backhand speed up. It's a really tough shot to pull off without 2 hands.
Great pickups from Mota.
Too much Eric Roddy. Came in with the counters and finished it with an exclamation to get the side out back.
Oh my God. Second serve.
That one goes long from Roddy there, so I'm on it.
A little too on it.
Side out.
And again, Mo read that speed up from Fu really, really well. It's coming right at him, but he was able to punch it back with his one-handed backhand counter.
4-5-1.
Starting to find their groove a little bit are the 33 seeds.
Second serve.
Cross-court tink just wide there.
4-5-2.
It's a good backhand save from Fu there.
Yeah, it was just great to even almost get the rally back to even, back to neutral.
Yeah, defusing those speed ups are so tough, and when you're able to do that, it makes your chances of winning that point a lot higher, obviously, but still such a hard tactic to master in pickleball.
It looked like Mohamed Alhouni there, he had some nice aggressive dinks, kind of got a ball that he was able to take out of the air, but unable to stay ahead. But we are tied at 5. Nice response.
Dink goes into the net for Mota there.
And if they want to force a game 3, those errors, the errors that, shots that they both can make 1,000 times over, those are really going to have to disappear, and they both know that as well.
Second serve. Six, 5-2.
Good speed up from Fu, able to stand his ground there.
7-5-2.
7-5-2.
A nice response from Roddy and Fu. They were stuck on 5 for a while, saw their lead disappear. And now, right as I say that, of course, but they did kind of get off 5 and regain some momentum.
5-7-1.
Still have that scoreboard pressure.
Big speed up from Mo there.
You just see an example of him just really using his length well. Able to take that ball out of the air, and well, it was still above the net. That's the key part. Not having to speed up when it's below, but being able to kind of hit down or hit through the ball and go right at Fu.
Yes! Second serve.
Return?
6-7-2.
I was going to mention for some of you who may be watching and don't know what Eric was doing behind his back. So a palm on the back of your back means that you're going to switch. So that means Fu goes to the left-hand side and Roddy kind of runs over to the right. Oh, body bag. And then when he is asking where for the return, he's telling Fu where he wants the ball to be returned to maybe make a play there. But we see that a lot in pro pickleball.
You'll want to have players. You may have a certain pattern or strategy that you want to keep one player on the left side, one player on the right. And so it's a term called stacking.
Wow.
The athleticism on display here from all 4 players.
Wow.
Eric Roddy refusing to give up that point. Lets out a loud C. I definitely cannot recreate that sound, as you all just heard.
Normally a Mo celebration. Second body bag. Frustration.
2. Seen the second tag we've seen both at the head as well. And missed return makes it match point for the 28 seeds.
Wow.
And that is going to do it. Eric Roddy, Ryan Fu into the round of 32, 11-7, 11-7 over Mota and Nohanad Alhouni. A strong performance from the 28 seeds, Ireland.
Yeah, very strong. I mean, like I said at the beginning of midst of the match, not really a lot of errors seen on Roddy and Fu's side. It's going to be interesting to see how they do tomorrow in the round of 32. But I like this partnership so far.
I like it. I think you've got, both guys supremely athletic, and Fu really able to create some chaos from that left side, but you also see Roddy just a really nice backhand counter. He's able to slide right and counter that really well, like we saw a few times. So a lot to look forward to with this partnership, and we've still got a lot to look forward to here in the round of 64. 2 more matches coming up for you guys. Women's doubles coming up next. We'll have that for you in just a few minutes.
The CIBC Atlanta Slam, presented by Vizzy, is brought to you by CIBC. Ambitions made real. By Vizzy, a flavor for every vibe. By Oh Snap, the perfect snack in a snap. By Zimmer Biomet, moving you forward. By Deep Eddy Vodka, dive in. By Leichhardt, once a day patch, all day relief. By Selkirk, the official paddle of the CIBC Atlanta Slam. And by Carvana, serving happiness all season long.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Shipping in my kitchen, got me trying to get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up.
At Baird, we offer a different, more holistic approach to wealth management. With your career, family, friends, and community, finding time for you and making sure your family's financial plans are on track can be a real challenge. At Baird, our financial advisors get it. We'll partner with you to create a unique financial plan and coordinate with your legal and tax advisors to bring it all together so you have more time for what matters most.
Play hard for fun, to win, to live. Whatever your play, there's Penetrax Joint and Muscle Cream to let you play on. Deep penetrating relief without greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odor. Inspired by nature and 100% guaranteed. Try Penetrax and play on.
La Roche-Posay sunscreen blocks up to 98% of UVB rays and helps prevent visible sun damage. The only sunscreen with Shellac Shield UVA UVB protection plus antioxidants. La Roche-Posay, the official sunscreen of the Professional Pickleball Association.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder, why? Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Typical insurance for every senior. Ever notice how seniors and health insurance commercials all look the same? Because all of these companies see us the same. But not Humana. They see me.
Humana.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
At Guaranteed Rate, we understand that life is about more than mortgages. Our aim is to empower you on your holistic journey to well-being and longevity by helping you achieve your financial and personal goals. Our new, completely free Rate app focuses on community, nutrition, and exercise, as well as offering a variety of financial tips and tools. The Rate app was built to support your mind, body, and spirit, helping to simplify your life and reduce your stress. Download the Rate app and start living your best life.
This is what you're waiting for. Get ready to ride.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder, why? Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Wow, it's a new look, and it's looking real good. It's a new look, and it's looking real good on you. It's a new look, and it's looking real good.
Tens of thousands of customers wrote about Carvana being smooth in their 5-star reviews, including Terry.
To be honest, I thought it was almost too smooth, but Carvana was super transparent from beginning to end. Car details, financing, every step, and there were no surprises. Well, my monthly payment did come out lower than expected. Then I got to pick up my Mustang at the vending machine, and it was so fun and exciting, I did a little dance. Trust me, financing my car with Carvana was super smooth.
Finance your next car with Carvana today.
Ever notice how seniors and health insurance commercials all look the same? Because all of these companies see us the same. But not Humana. They see me.
Humana.
La Roche-Posay sunscreen blocks up to 98% of UVB rays and helps prevent visible sun damage. The only sunscreen with Shellac Shield UVA UVB protection plus antioxidants. La Roche-Posay, the official sunscreen of the Professional Pickleball Association.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
Side out. Our action continues here. Round of 64 day at the CIBC Atlanta Open Women's Doubles. Got Jeannie Bouchard, Ava Ignatowicz taking on Michelle Murphy and Helen Tu.
Second serve.
26 seeds taking on the 35 seed. Winner of this match plays Vivian David and Tina Pisnik, the 6 seeds.
Side out.
Will, you mentioned seeing Murphy in Vegas playing singles.
I did. I watched her play, I believe it was Leah Jansen in the round of 16. Really nice two-handed backhand, especially on the drive side of things from Murphy. So I'm expecting to see that be a factor here as well.
Big drives from Ava Ignatowicz there.
Jeannie Bouchard, of course, in her first full year competing on the PPA Tour, has had more success in singles, hasn't really found it in doubles yet. It's pretty natural for a tennis player, you know, coming over into pickleball.
Second serve.
First time matchup here for Jeannie Bouchard and Ava Ignatowicz.
1-0-2.
both in Florida.
Point. Two zero two. Side out.
See if Murphy and 2 can do something here.
0-2-1. Point. One, two, one. Point.
And evens the score there with the missed return from Ignatowicz.
2-2-1. Point.
Through the middle for Michelle Murphy. Nice shot off the bounce, the backhand.
Three, two, one. Point.
Michelle Murphy out of Southern California went to a private high school, Mater Dei. Very, very great high school for sports. Played tennis at Michigan State.
Point.
Ignatowicz had a good look at that one, really constructed the point well, just unable to finish it. You talked about Michigan State. We've had, you know, it seems like we have a lot of Michigan athletes, at least collegiate athletes, of course.
Yep.
You know, breaking into pickleball, you think of Brooke Buckner, Kate Fahey, Ryan Fu, who we just saw in here, Michelle Murphy from Michigan State. Something about that part of the country.
They must be playing pickleball on their off time over there.
I mean, I think they both have pretty great tennis programs as well. So let's say it's some cross training, maybe some time on the 20x44 makes you appreciate the margins you have on the tennis court.
Yep.
But here in Atlanta, now this is a slam, Ireland, 2,000 points to the victors. So kind of, you know, I know you talk to the pros a lot. What type of pressure does that bring for them? Is there, you know, when you're talking to the pros, do you get a sense there's more pressure, or, you know, or are they just trying to keep it kind of, you know, same tournament, just another week, just another tournament?
Yeah, there's a few reasons. I think that this is a progressive draw. All the pros love the progressive draw. They know when they're playing. It's a week-long deal, so I think they kind of like that extra time. But a lot of the pros don't like to think about points or seedings or rankings, and you know the pros are looking at it. Annalie especially doesn't really like to look at it, her triple crowns and all of her great successes in professional pickleball. But I think the point aspect is definitely why we're seeing, number one, everybody's here. All of our professional players are here. But yeah, I think a lot of them, great shot from Ava Ignatowicz there. A lot of them, yes, of course. I think everybody looks at it. But I think at the end of the day, when you're on the court, all you're thinking about is the game.
Yeah, all you're thinking about is getting that win, moving on to the next round. Of course, one thing players are playing for, whether they really know it or not, is the year-end finals. The PPA finals in San Clemente, going to be in early December. The top 8 players in men's and women's singles, and 16 players for men's doubles, women's doubles, and mixed doubles on both sides, in terms of how many rankings points they have earned throughout the year. It's really a year-long competition.
It's a great run for Murphy and Toe there, up 8-2 against the 26 seed. Again, Ava and Jeannie most likely have never seen these players before.
You're just taking advantage of a few missed returns that you wouldn't usually see from Ignatowicz and Bouchard. Again, through the middle with that backhand. The second time we've seen that from Michelle Murphy.
Can you move that towel off the wall, please? You can put it behind it. Yep. Two, 8-2. Point.
Great shot from Ava, really standing her ground there, not afraid of that kitchen line at all.
3-8-2.
Through the middle from Ava Ignatowicz. We've seen both left side players having some success finding that middle seam with the backhand. And in that case, if you're
4-8-2.
going to see who's going to be able to better cover that throughout this match as they kind of pick up on that pattern. Nice response there. Really nice response in this run here from Bouchard and Ignatowicz. We'll get a timeout here from the other side. Still leading 8-5. And we'll take a quick break as well, see who's going to be able to close out game one and gain the early advantage. Stay with us.
Ever notice how seniors and health insurance commercials all look the same? Because all of these companies see us the same, but not Humana. They see me.
Humana.
Jeannie Bouchard, Ava Ignatowicz trying to cut into this deficit even more in the round of 64. Will Doughton with Ireland Horvat bringing to the call.
Point.
Good run for Ava and Jeannie right now.
Helen had to look at that backhand counter. Just barely goes into the net, and the lead is cut to 2. Big side out here for the 35 seeds, looking to take game one, get off 8.
8-6-1. Second serve.
Ava looking great on that left side there.
Hit 3 really, really crisp backhands in a row.
8-6-2. Side out.
And it looked like just an absolute missile of a serve there from Michelle Murphy, but Ignatowicz able to get that one back, and they get the side out.
6-8-1.
Wow.
Down the line goes Jeannie Bouchard. There's the tennis.
There's the tennis. Such a beautiful shot. Painting
7-8-1.
lines here in Atlanta.
Second serve.
Inching their way back up here, 7-8-2. Ava Ignatowicz to serve.
7-8-2.
And the poach there from Ava Ignatowicz.
She's smiling. She's very happy about that. Tied up here, we got some snowmen on the board, as Dave Fleming would like to say.
Wow. Ireland taking, wow, all right. I don't even know what to say to that. It's like I'm with Dave Fleming out here in the booth. And a firefight. And as Dave Fleming says, this is why we love women's doubles. Just the firefight there. Bouchard Ignatowicz coming out on top.
92.
All of a sudden, they've got the lead. 7-point run here.
Side out. Eight, 9-1. Point.
What a point. Just nice resets and defense to get up to the kitchen, get it back to neutral, and we are tied at 9.
1. Point.
And into the net goes Bouchard on the backhand in a game point here.
Timeout receivers. 10,
And
9, 1, 1
timeout
minute.
for the 26 seeds. They worked their way back into the match, but a nice response from Murphy and Helen Toe to be able to get back into it with a game point. We'll see if they can close it out when we come back.
Wow, it's a new look, and it's looking real good. It's a new look, and it's looking real good on you. It's a new look, and it's looking real good.
Watch the game change. Watch the game change.
Back on Humana Championship Court, women's doubles round of 64. A game point for the 35 seeds on a 1. Can they take this game 1?
What a shot from Ava.
The misdirection on the backhand volley stays in for Ava Ignatowicz. What a way to save a game
She's
point.
smiling.
Not done yet. That is going to do it. Game 1 goes to Michelle Murphy and Helen 2. Take advantage of that pop-up for Jeannie Bouchard, and they're 1 game away from making the round of 32. We'll see if they're able to clinch the win when we return from Atlanta.
Look at this beautiful light.
Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Yeah.
Back here at the CIBC Atlanta Slam presented by Vizzy. Got Murphy and Toe taking game 1, 11-9. Let's see if Ignatowicz and Bouchard can take this game 2 and push it to a 3rd game. and the 35 seed walking out. It's like Ignatowicz and Bouchard making a game plan. Camilla Zilvetti walked over there during the timeout. Some coaching tips.
15 seconds.
Let's see if they can close out this match.
Game 2, time in. New ball, 0-0-2. Side out. Zero, zero, one. Point.
Bouchard using her new Versix paddle, signature paddle,
1-0-1.
Vector.
We've got a few pros using those Versic paddles. Blaine Hovenier as well.
Heard great things about this paddle as well.
2-0-1. Second serve.
And what a point, what hands from everyone. One of the longer hands exchanges I think I may have ever seen.
2-0-2.
This is why women's doubles is so exciting to watch. Some may argue it's better than men's doubles.
Side out.
Just long for Bouchard there.
But we are seeing just a lot more third shot drives. A
0-1.
lot more just trying to finish points early from Bouchard and Ignatowicz here early in game 2. We'll see if they continue to do that on serve.
Second serve. Zero, two, two.
Great pickups from Michelle Murphy there.
Had a look at that one, did Bouchard, but doesn't quite catch it cleanly.
Point.
Tied up here at 2-2.
Side out. Two, two, one. Point.
Again, just the fast-paced rallies continue here in Atlanta.
Point. Four, two, one. Second serve. Four, two, two.
Wow.
Nice leave there from
5-2.
Bouchard to Ignatowicz. When you're kind of in that moment, in the rally, in the hands battle, it's really difficult to kind of pull off.
Point. Timeout receiver, 6-2-2.
We'll get a timeout here with Bouchard and Ignatowicz with a 6-2 advantage, looking to send this one to a third. We'll take a quick break as well, see if they're able to do it coming out of the break. Stay with us.
Play hard for fun, to win, to live. Whatever your play, there's Penetrax Joint and Muscle Cream to let you play on. Deep penetrating relief without greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odor. Inspired by nature and 100% guaranteed. Try Penetrax and play on.
Before it's the movement on your wrist, it's dreamed in California. Crafted expertly for every adventure. And tested by you. Join the movement.
Time in. 6-2.
Ava Ignatowicz, Jeannie Bouchard in control here in game 2. Will Don and Ireland Horvat bringing you the call. From the Atlanta Slam, the CIBC Atlanta Slam presented by Vizzy.
Ball
Round of
back
64
over
day.
to Michelle and Helen.
Second serve. Two 6-2.
Good counters.
Looked like we were going for like reset drills there a little bit between Ava and Helen.
6-2-1. Point.
That's some miscommunication on the middle ball there. Brings the lead to 5. 7-2 here.
Looks like they are going to push a game 3 here, but you never know again with pickleball, but they've got a good run going.
It's really dialing in those drives from the baseline, giving them an easier time to get up to the kitchen, making for easier 5th and easier 7th shots.
8-2-2.
That ball coming over to us in the commentator's booth. Kind of. Able to get that one back.
2-8-1. Point.
And maybe a bit of a mishit there from Jeannie Bouchard. Even she isn't really sure what happened on that one, kind of looking down.
3-8-1. Second serve.
Got a little bit of cloud coverage here in Atlanta. Feel like kind of a cooler breeze coming in, so.
Cooler for Atlanta. Still feels like 80 degrees in September. And Bouchard doing a nice job with kind of finding her groove on those backhands. Down the line whenever Murphy's trying to pinch left.
Second serve. Eight, 3-2.
we see Ignatowicz go back to that backhand through the middle. Has had some success there throughout this match.
Point.
Jeannie Bouchard dialed in on the backhand. Game point to send us to a third.
And there it is. They've pushed a third here on Humana Championship Court. Will, what do you think about a game 3?
Well, we're getting one regardless, and I think it was a nice adjustment just from Bouchard and Ignatowicz. I don't really think they had their best stuff in game 1. I think they both knew that, had some pretty loose errors, especially out of the gate. But, you know, really just dialing in those drives and, you know, not really a ton of slow pickleball. But I thought, you know, especially Ava on that left side picked her spots well. And we're going to see if any adjustments are in store for Murphy and Helen Toe coming out of the break. Stay with us.
Not yet, buddy.
All right, and we are back here in a game 3. Bouchard and Ignatowicz versus Murphy and Toe. Let's see what these four ladies can pull out here.
0-0-2. Point. One 0-2. Point.
Coming out of the gate here, already at 2-0.
2-0-2.
Looks like the momentum from game 2 for Bouchard and Ignatowicz is kind of carried over. And again, really, it's just more of the same, just trying to really take advantage of some nice third shot drives and get into a lot of hands battles because it looks like they feel like they have the advantage. But we'll see if Toe and Murphy can get in here.
Point.
A nice block there from Helen Toe, able to get clean paddle on it from the Ignatowicz speed up. And they're on the board here in game 3.
1-2-1. Football push off. Right
and
foot.
The lob gets the point. So we've got a push off from Jeannie Bouchard as she was retreating back to get it. Nice play from
2-2-1.
Helen Toe. We haven't really seen that at all in this match. The lob.
Brad, did you see it? Not enough to overturn.
And Bouchard goes
We don't have challenges
through
today.
the middle
Calls out.
on the backhand, called long.
3-2-1.
That call will stand, not enough to overturn it.
Second serve. Three, 2-2. Point.
And dangerous territory here for Bouchard and Ignatowicz,
4-2-2.
2-4. big side out for the 26 seeds.
Big run for Michelle and Helen here. Let's see what Ignatowicz and Bouchard can reciprocate on the other side.
Point. Three, 4-1.
And some love off the net for Jeannie Bouchard, and it looked like that ball just stayed there for an eternity. Right on top of the net, but just
4-4-1.
drips over.
Tied up here. Wow, what a great shot.
Helen, 2. What a shot.
Four, 4-2. Point.
Nice big serve from Helen Toe there.
Five, 4-1. Point, timeout. 1 minute change in, 6-4-1.
And we will switch ends here in game 3 with Michelle Murphy and Helen Toe leading 6-4. A chance to make the round of 32. What has been a back and forth battle. We'll see who comes out on top after this break. Stay with us.
I'm not actually a stereotypical senior. I just play one in cheesy health insurance commercials. In real life, I have Humana because they see me, listen to what I need. It's refreshing.
Humana.
We're back at the CIBC Atlanta Slam presented by Vizzy. Women's doubles round of 64. Michelle Murphy and Helen Toe looking to take this one in 3 games.
Good leaf for Bouchard there.
Wasn't sure if it maybe caught her on the way out. Doesn't look like it did. But I like the attack from Murphy off the bounce. We haven't seen that a ton up the line. She's mostly gone through the middle.
Point.
And missed dink from Jeannie Bouchard at an inopportune time.
7-4-2. Side out.
Some great counters from Michelle there.
It's a big side out for Bouchard and Ignatowicz, trailing by 3.
Almost a half scorpion there from Helen Toe.
Regardless of what it was, she was taking over that point.
For sure was.
Football, right foot, point.
Football called on Michelle.
Again, just Ignatowicz ripping drives on the 3rd and the 5th shot there. Trying to be as aggressive as possible.
Point.
That strategy paying off as they cut the deficit to just 1.
6-7-2.
Tight here down the stretch.
Side out.
The one-handed backhand. We have not seen that yet today from Helen Toe, but comes at a really good time for
7-6-1.
her and Michelle Murphy. Get the serve back with the lead.
Second serve.
Hands battles galore in this matchup.
And in that one, too much offense from Ava Ignatowicz, just too much. Some nice counters from
7-6-2.
from Toe, but unable to get back to neutral.
Side out.
And a big side out for Bouchard and Ignatowicz. They can tie it up here.
6-7-1. Point.
And the one-handed flick not there that time.
7-7-1.
That air ties it up.
Oh, just lucky. Helen Toe into the kitchen.
And looked like she came down on her knee. It doesn't look to be too serious. Just frustrated that's the way the point ends. Some really nice kind of resets and able to get back into those rallies from all 4 players there.
8-7-1.
Interesting, we are not seeing a switch from Helen Toe and Michelle Murphy.
Point.
I guess they're trying to,
Timeout receivers.
or they're not
9-7-1.
unwinding the stack on the return just to kind of mitigate the effect of the drives from Ignatowicz and Bouchard. But we will get a timeout now. All of a sudden, a 2-point lead for Jeannie Bouchard and Ava Ignatowicz. They were down 3-7. A really big run for them. 2 points within, 2 points away from victory in a spot in the round of 32. We'll see if they can get it when we come back. Stay with us. Here in the late stages of Game 3.
Time in.
Tournament life on the line in women's doubles.
All the power back to Bouchard and Ignatowicz here. They've got match point on their side, the first one we've seen.
10-7-1. Second serve.
And a big counter there from Michelle Murphy.
Match point.
Saves 1 match point, but second serve coming up here.
10-7-2. Side out.
They've got a lifeline here.
Be so difficult to close out matches at this level. Everyone,
7-10-1.
the margins are so thin between winning and losing.
second lob we've seen from Helen Toe.
And it was good. It went
She
to the
had it.
backhand of Bouchard, and she had a chance to punch that forehand.
7-10-2.
Just unable to get it over the net. Second serve.
Side out.
And Bouchard sitting on that speed up
Match point.
from Helen Toe. And another match point here, Ireland.
10-7-1.
Third one of the match. See if they can close it off here.
Second serve. Match point.
Ava's frustrated. Stop trying to speed it up.
10-7-2. Side out.
4 match points fended off. Excuse me, I think that's 5. No, 4.
It's 4.
7-10-1.
Still need to get off 7. They've been stuck on 7 for several side outs.
Point.
And as I say that,
They're off 7.
they get to 8.
Eight, 10-1.
Big return from Ava Ignatowicz there, and Bouchard takes over, finishes that point off.
Looked like Helen Toe was going to be able to kind of crash on that third, but just the hands to get back in it were too good from Bouchard and Ignatowicz.
Wow.
Side out. Match point.
All right, now we are in our 5th match.
Fifth match point.
10-8-1.
And that is going to do it. Jeannie Bouchard, Ava Ignatowicz moving on to the women's doubles round of 32. A 9-11, 11-3, 11-8 victory over Michelle Murphy and Helen Toe. What a match it was, Ireland.
What a match, yeah. And congratulations to Murphy and Toe for really pushing this Game 3 in it the whole time. And it's fun to see some new faces here on the PPA Tour.
100%. And just a match that had so many firefights. It felt like just the hands were on display from all 4 ladies. And that is our final women's doubles match of the day. We have one more. We'll call it a nightcap, even though it's still pretty light outside here in Atlanta. But we've got a nightcap men's doubles, our final match of the day. That one coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us until then.
Guaranteed Rate. We understand that life is about more than mortgages. Our aim is to empower you on your holistic journey to well-being and longevity by helping you achieve your financial and personal goals. Our new, completely free Rate app focuses on community, nutrition, and exercise, as well as offering a variety of financial tips and tools. The Rate app was built to support your mind, body, and spirit, helping to simplify your life and reduce your stress. Download the Rate app and start living your best life.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the Carvana PPA Tour.
This is what you're waiting for. People ready to ride. I think I'm ready tonight. This is what you're waiting for. People ready to ride.
Follow your vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, flavor for every vibe.
Before it's the movement on your wrist, it's dreamed in California. Crafted expertly for every adventure. And tested by you. Join the movement.
To make it to the game, it takes dedication and training. To stay in the game, it takes grit and stamina. To win the game, it takes strategy and skill. You keep focus on your approach, drop, and champion shots, and we'll help you stay focused on your strength, flexibility, speed, and downtime. Having a sports medicine partner in your court is key to helping you make it to the game, stay in the game, and win the game. Select Medical is proud to be the exclusive provider of physical therapy of the PPA Tour.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me trying to get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up.
Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is Miller Lite commercial.
La Roche-Posay sunscreen blocks up to 98% of UVB rays and helps prevent visible sun damage. The only sunscreen with Cell-Lock Shield UVA UVB protection plus antioxidants. La Roche-Posay, the official sunscreen of the Professional Pickleball Association.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder, why? Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Believe in yourself. You can do way more than what you think that you can. Je m'appelle Tammy Emmerich et je suis en Jules Holbrook.
Play hard for fun, to win, to live. Whatever your play, there's Penetrax Joint and Muscle Cream to let you play on. Deep penetrating relief without greasiness, irritation, or unpleasant odor. Inspired by nature and 100% guaranteed. Try Penetrax and play on.
This is what you're waiting for. People ready to ride. I think I'm ready tonight. This is what you're waiting for. People ready to ride.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me trying to get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up.
Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change, yeah. I gotta win. Watch me kick that door, they won't let me in.
make it to the game, it takes dedication and training. To stay in the game, it takes grit and stamina. To win the game, it takes strategy and skill. You keep focus on your approach, drop, and champion shots, and we'll help you stay focused on your strength, flexibility, speed, and downtime. Having a sports medicine partner in your court is key to helping you make it to the game, stay in the game, and win the game. Select Medical is proud to be the exclusive provider of physical therapy of the PPA Tour.
Welcome back to the CIBC Atlanta Open presented by Vizzy. We've got our nightcap, even though it's still pretty much light outside here in Atlanta. I'm Will Doughton, joined by pro player himself, Eric Roddy, pickleball icon, Eric Roddy, really. Eric,
wow.
How are you?
I've never been called that. I'm good now that you said that. Will, it's good to be here. We've got a great match here. Some well-known players out here. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this. Obviously, Jack and Colin are going to be favored, but Blocker and his partner, you'll have to tell me.
Zandrix Akobe.
Yes, Zandrix
confirmed that before the match.
Look at that. This is going to be a good one. They came through qualies, played a lot of good pickleball yesterday, obviously, to get through. Qualies is no joke anymore, and we're going to have a good match here, Will.
Winner of this match moving on to the round of 32, Jack Sock, Colin Shake. Really two guys that really don't need any introduction. Two guys you're very familiar with, being part of that North Carolina contingent, Eric.
Lucky to call them practice partners, friends, pickleball family. So Brooks here, 2 chairs over to our left watching, so we got the crew.
There you go.
We do have to shout out Xander's bucket hat.
The bucket hat,
That
yes.
is sweet. Here we go. It's a good start there, speeding up early.
102.
Good ball by Colin there, surviving the attack. Will, this has got to be one of the best center courts on the PPA Tour.
Oh, just the
in terms of
just
aesthetics.
The
Yeah, beautiful.
aesthetics, and having a blue clear sky doesn't hurt either.
No. You can see early Colin getting a couple backhand flicks. Definitely one of his favorite shots over there on the right. Jack and Colin, one of the only teams you'll see kind of play straight up more, Will. They're not going to stack as much.
And why do you think that is? Just they like
For
the
that
best
reason
strengths?
right there. They like the sock forehand on the third, even though he missed that one. And yeah. I think, yeah, just both being comfortable and trying to see who has the hot hand. But good side out there for the Copper Walker.
We are seeing just drives all around, really,
Yes.
on the
Yes.
thirds. Not entirely surprising.
We have an all Selkirk match here. Will. All 4 players using a Selkirk.
Second serve.
There you go, Eric Roddy, noticing the little things.
That's the first thing I know. I look for everybody's paddle. I'm impressed with your friend, your former tennis, right, or pickleball?
Pickleball, actually. Yeah, so Chase
mate.
Blocker.
Yeah.
Actually,
tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah. There's that one.
Yeah, tell us
a little
about
bit long
Chase
from
Blocker.
Akobe. Yeah, Chase Blocker actually had the privilege of meeting him at a Pictona in the summer of 2023. It's one of the teaching, one of the instructors out there. Great instructor. Definitely recommend. Great guy. Fun to play against as well.
We'll be there in December.
Yes, we will.
The PPA Daytona Open. Yeah. It's going to be, I think, well, like you said, who's going to make the first strike here? All 4 players wanting to play aggressive, which is good. Blocker and Nickhoff just need to survive that ball right there. You can see they're behind starting with that drive. They can survive that first drive from either Colin or Jack. They'll be in good standing there.
And honestly, even if you do survive it, you know, you're still, like you said, kind of behind if you're not hitting a deep fourth.
Exactly.
Second serve. 5-2-2. Side out.
Something you won't see too often, especially at this level.
No,
for
that's
these guys.
That's Schick's bread butter. Is that
2-5-1.
Very impressive. Blocker and Acob so far making everything that they need to. Acob, sorry. Acob.
Point.
That is a Cobe.
3-5-1.
Gotta get that right. Sorry about that.
There's power on that
Definitely
fifth.
haven't liked it when people called me roadie, so I've got to get that right. A Cobe.
Does that really happen?
4-5-1.
Decent amount of time, probably 30%.
Point.
Good ball there by Cobe, going right at the chest. Just like that, we are at 5-all. It's a good start there for Blocker.
Jacob just really not afraid to just rip that forehand. You can see why they want him playing the left.
Yep, good move again
Second
there.
serve.
Colin able to get that one just low enough. So, whatever team can survive the third so far will having the success.
5-5-2.
Seems like that's true in a lot of men's doubles these days with how much the game is speeding up.
And mixed for sure. So,
Point.
And the lead now over to the 45 seeds.
6-5-2.
Yep. Jack, really nice ATP on the right side there to side out. Good play there as you see the replay here.
Always just impressed with the patience.
Yes, gotta have patience.
You have to have the patience, one, to execute it, but also to hide it so that, you know, players have a tougher time returning it.
Correct, exactly right. And that is freakishly good by Schick. Sock maybe a little bit, pulled the trigger a little too early, but knowing he has all first all team hands right next to him. Good play there. Cobe surviving the drive, but then popping up the dink there. Let's see right here, good drop by Schick, but that one goes a little high. Good move by Sock.
It's got to be terrifying when you see Jack Sock, especially if you grew up watching tennis.
Correct.
Like one of the faces of American tennis.
Correct.
At that time.
Flying at you.
Yeah. It's like the ALW flying backhand as well.
Yes.
When she's poaching.
Very, very similar scariness. And again, that's the kind of point though Blocker and a Cobe want to play, right? These two on my right, Sock and Schick, they want to play chaos, fun, flying around. They need to try to get him to play as traditional as possible. Honestly, a really good start to his first game by Blocker and a Cobe.
8-6-2.
Those are the ones you got, and a Cobe knows to look in his paddle a little bit funny there. Got to make those.
9-6-2.
It's the Colin Schick takeover here in game one.
Yeah, and this is why I think you see him play straight up. It's you know, if Colin's doing that, why would you put him on the right? Jack's happy to set him up, and then vice versa. If Jack's flying around, Colin knows to set him up and be on the right.
So we will get a timeout here from Blocker and a Cobe.
Yep.
Sock and Schick leading 10-6 with a game point. So anything in particular you'd like from Sock and Shake, or is it really just they're kind of finding their groove?
No, I think, and I'll tell them they're historically a bit slower starters. Colin's waving to me over here. Yeah, I think they're used to kind of maybe being a little bit slower starters. So as they're getting warmed up, they're going to start having more chaos. Jack's actually joining us in the booth here. This is a rare treat. We were just saying you and Schick historically slower starters, but doing better about that here. So yeah, they're playing good. If I'm a Cove and blocker, I'm again trying to get him to play as traditional as possible, making those force like we've been saying, right? Surviving the drive and then getting into a more dink battle, right?
Right.
Trying to get these two to get bored and kind of speed things up.
And I think I feel like we just had pickleball become like the NBA. We just had like a timeout interview. 100%. I feel like we just talked to like.
That's what I think. That's the fun part, and I think that's what pickleball needs more of, and I think we're getting that is that kind of sneak peek into the behind the scenes.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Better ball there by blocker, getting that one down. 6-10 will no time to panic. 1 or 2 balls here. And that's the same for a Cove. Just stay in there and be confident and move that ball around. He let them kind of bring it to him. Wow.
Not there.
Jack, not today. Jack doing his patented scorpion there. Colin doing a fake that they love to do at the kitchen. So good ball there by Cove. Going for too much there.
And blocker and a Cove not going to complain about that one.
No, they'll take all of it. 8-10-2. All right, here's a big pivotal point here. Either side out or 9-10.
Point.
This can happen. Really good, again, traditional pickleball on that side. It's good stuff. 9-10-2. And even though they lost that point, well, that is exactly what they want to do for the next 30 minutes. Really good stuff by Sock and Schick, staying in that dink rally, not doing something stupid. But that's the kind of point you got to play.
So they made them earn that point.
See if they can get one more side out over there. That's where Schick's gotten so much better. Great reset, gets them up to the kitchen. Good closeout there by Sock and Schick, but again, I'm so impressed with blocker and Cove.
So and that it really just shows you, the quality of these qualifying draws, the depth of those draws, just to even make it into the main draw. But we do have Jack Sock, Colin Schick take it 11-9 in game 1, looking to book their spot in the round of 32. We'll see if Chase Blocker and Xandrix Akob can send this one to a third. We'll see that when we return.
Introducing Happy Thursday, the bubble-free spiked refresher with bold fruit flavor. Weekend flavor any day of the week. Happy Thursday.
Go ahead, live your best life. Go ahead, live your best life. You can live your best life, best life, best life.
Game 2 action set to get underway on Humana Championship Court. Men's doubles round of 64. And on the bottom of your screen, you've got Xandrix Akob on the left, Chase Blocker on the right, looking to force a Game 3. Jack Sock Collins took Game 1. Will Dotton, Eric Roddy bringing you the call from Atlanta.
Good start there, and Will, we said the key theme for, especially for Akob and Blocker, surviving the third.
1-0-2.
Unable to do so there, they're going to have to do that for the rest of this game. And Jack throwing his hands up as if to say, Colin, it's all yours. Take the keys.
Take the wheel.
Take the wheel. I'm good over here. And it's good stuff there by Schick.
Some insane resets in that point from Chase Blocker.
Really good hands, exactly. From
both guys.
Yeah. That's too good.
Point.
Blocker knows it too. He knows he's got to slide and hit that ball down. Again, if you're Blocker and Akob, not bad playing right now, Will. Just got to weather this and get through it somehow.
3-0-2.
Great ball. Great pull by Blocker. The other thing is you want to be first strike if you want to take the first rip. So good stuff there.
Finds it through the middle, does Chase Blocker.
0-3-1.
Trailing by 3. And make that 2 the second I say it.
Yeah. And Will, excited to later on in the week have some
1-3-1.
Some digital replay options here. That's going to be on center and grandstand. So we'll make for another nice facet to these matches.
It's going to be amazing to have. I think I saw some of the cameras that we're going to have.
Yes.
They were getting them set up for tomorrow.
Yep.
Second serve.
Hoping to keep making it far enough in this draw to get on one of those. It'd be awesome.
2-3-2.
I think you deserve to be on center.
Hey,
just
I mean, I was lucky enough to play on it today. So.
Side out.
Part of it's making it far enough in the draw. That's always the goal. So you make it far enough, every match is on center.
3-2-1.
Fair point. Yeah, just make it to Saturday.
Exactly.
Good.
Exactly. That's the goal.
Second serve.
Not the best dink there by Jack, as that one kind of got away from him. But they'll have a second serve.
3-2-2.
It was a nice job from Akob. You know, he could have just unleashed on that one, but he really just kind of kept
Hit
it
a
in.
good spot.
Right.
Oh man, Blocker had a great Ernie, just couldn't put enough on it. Jack turns it into almost an ATP, it looked like. So.
4-2-2.
Even then, the Ernie into down the line winner.
Yes,
it's
so
pretty deadly
rare.
combination.
Pretty rare. Again, I think it's so important to remember with Jeannie Bouchard, Jack Sock, Donald Young, not even a full year of pickleball competition under their belts. You know, I think everyone expects them to get to the top, and I think the progress has been really good. So, shout out to those guys. Not an easy transition.
Certainly not. And I called Donald Young's match today, and he's a week removed from making the mixed doubles final at the U.S. Open, and the way he was hitting the ball was so impressive.
Yeah. Great way for him to end a very long and successful tennis career. Good for him. Great guy. We're lucky to have him.
3-5-1. Second serve.
That one's not coming back.
Most certainly is not. I feel like if any of these pros at this point get a ball where they're going to hit it above their shoulder, it's
more or less gone.
Unless your anticipation is otherworldly, which it is for some of these folks.
Oh no.
tagged there.
And again, I think for a Cobe and blocker here, you gotta find a way to make
4,
a
5,
quality
2.
third. The points they're getting to the kitchen, they're having a good bit of success. It's a good one there. Like that right there, right? Even though they lost that, first strike and they were up at the kitchen. That's the goal every point. And if they're not hitting successful thirds, very difficult to do that.
4. 5, 4, 1. Second serve.
Colin pulling the trigger a little early there, I think. Blocker was all over it.
Definitely ready for that one.
Yeah, good
5,
hands.
4, 2.
Like how we kept it down on that backhand counter.
Yeah.
Not just forward.
Exactly. That's lazy by Cobe. Gotta call him out there. He's gotta move there, Cobe. Come on. He knows it too.
6, 4, 2.
That's just one of the challenges of playing, any of these, top teams, right?
When you can't take 1 point off.
Right.
Exactly. Great point.
The margins between winning and losing are already so slim.
1 point usually, 1 to 2 points. Better response there by Cobe. Hit a good one there.
Still only 4-6.
Again, I think what you're seeing the Cobe and blocker do so well is apply pressure when they can, and not letting Jack and Colin have huge runs. If you limit big runs in this sport, you're going to be in it the majority of the time. Too good.
Kind of first strike, like you mentioned.
Exactly.
I think it's been a really good balance that you've talked about, Eric, of, obviously you say blocker and a Cobe, they kind of need to slow things down, play some kind of more traditional pickleball. But with a Cobe, he's looking to drive a lot of these thirds and honestly crash on a lot of them too.
Yes.
But he hasn't been overdoing it. He's really been being opportunistic and just kind of taking those chances when he can, especially on those fifths.
Exactly.
Second serve.
I think if you're Colin and Jack, you got to find a way to
You're on 2.
do what we said earlier and survive
6,
the
6,
fourth.
2.
And maybe even find blocker in transition, just knowing he's not going to try power there. I mean, that's as unlucky as it gets right there.
Schick trying to
blow the ball over.
Blow the ball over.
Does not get any more unlucky than that. 7-6-2 lead here for blocker and a Cobe. That's what I mean. That's the 1 or 2. Let's remember that. Hopefully it doesn't cost them, but just remember that, Will.
6, 7, 1. Second serve.
Okay, 1 down so far, hasn't cost them.
6, 7, 2.
That's brutal luck there.
I mean, we saw, on the point that gave blocker and a Cobe the lead, there was a pretty tough net cord for Schick. So
you
at
play
least
enough
it's even.
points, it evens out.
Right.
I will say that. Sometimes it's egregious, but mostly it evens out. That's a really good reset by Jack. That's what set up the Schick flick there. Able to get that reset down. So here we go. Will 7-0. 8-7, excuse me. And again, Will 1 to 2 points a match, right?
Right.
If you're blocker, you got to forget it. Short term, good
Timeout.
timeout. Very good timeout.
1 minute.
Veteran timeout with blocker.
There we go. Veteran timeout. Yeah.
Very much.
So we'll see if that timeout is going to prove fruitful. Trailing 7-9 here in game 2. We'll take a quick break and have the rest of this second game for you in just a few moments. Stay with us from Atlanta.
La Roche-Posay sunscreen blocks up to 98% of UVB rays and helps prevent visible sun damage. The only sunscreen with Cell-Lock Shield UVA UVB protection plus antioxidants. La Roche-Posay, the official sunscreen of the Professional Pickleball Association.
understand that life is about more than mortgages. Our aim is to empower you on your holistic journey to well-being and longevity by helping you achieve your financial and personal goals. Our new completely free Rate app focuses on community, nutrition, and exercise, as well as offering a variety of financial tips and tools. The Rate app was built to support your mind, body, and spirit, helping to simplify your life and reduce your stress. Download the Rate app and start living.
972.
Oh, man. Will coming back in, everybody. 10-7, match point, first one of the match. See if Sock and Schick can finish here, Will.
Just the tag from Schick on Chase Blocker. Tough timing for that one.
I mean, unbelievable hands. Again, Blocker and a Cobe. Lot to look up on. Keep your head up. Great match. I think 1 or 2 shots in that second game.
And that's what we were talking about. Just, the margin of error, the margin, just what it takes to win a match at this level. But Jack Sock, Colin Schick moving on to the round of 32. 11-9, 11-7 over Chase Blocker, Zandrix, Akobe. A good showing for the qualifiers, like you said, Eric. And that is going to conclude our Humana Championship Court coverage here on Tuesday. Round of 64 nearing conclusion along the site. And we'll be back tomorrow for round of 32 action from Atlanta. We will see you then. Will Doughton and Eric Roddy signing off. Thanks so much for joining us.
The CIBC Atlanta Slam, presented by Vizzy, is brought to you by Baird, the official wealth management partner of the Carvana PPA Tour. By Fila, to play like a pro, you need to dress like one. By Pickleball Central, your trusted pickleball experts. By Rain, clean energy for everybody. By Select Medical, the exclusive physical therapy partner of the Carvana PPA Tour. By Guaranteed Rate, the exclusive mortgage partner of the Carvana PPA Tour. And by Skechers, conquer the court in comfort.